Skinny Hardaway SouthernTea back with another EP. And today I'm here with, something that's interesting to me. You know what I mean? Something I kind of been paying attention to type deal. The WBA started this tournament, right? The WBA started this tournament. They started this tournament to, shorten up the belts, which sounds like a good idea, right? They started these tournaments in every division, right? Almost every division, not every division. That's what I'm gonna get on this video. But they started these tournaments, right? In almost every division where they shorten up, the title belts. The WBA got the gold belt, they got the world belt, and they got the super belt, type deal. So they running off a tournament in each division, you know what I mean, to shorten up the belts. They just recently mandated Tank Davis, Kambosos for the WBA. They mandated Jordanis Ugas versus Stanonis and Jamal James versus Bativ. They uh they uh they mandated a couple fights at the lower weight class, the flyweights, shit like that, the 108s and the 118s, 116s and all that. So they've been making, a lot of moves as far as these titles go. They even, now matter of fact, they made some mandates of heavyweight also. They just mandated Char, the guy that just beat Christopher Lovejoy. They mandated Char and Trevor Bryant to fight at heavyweight, the WBA did in the tournament. You know what I mean? I'm just I'm trying to kind of figure out, how exactly they're going about each division, mandating these things. I'm finna bring my camera up in a second, y'all. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out exactly how they going about choosing to mandate each division. How they going about choosing to mandate each division. But I'm here to help them today. You know, we thought that we was about to get undisputed and crush the legs. I'm gonna give you a wrench because I know you the family. Uh, I felt like that we was about to get undisputed at the 147-pound division. You know what I mean? With Udonis Ugas, Spence, and the Bud Crawford situation. And then, boom, out of nowhere, we get this welterweight tournament, in this division. Now, true enough, they did say that they was going to start these tournaments, before. They did say that, right? So cool. I understand it. And y'all, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open this up to discussion because I might just go and do a live this morning. I might just go and run this motherfucker. But so they out of nowhere decided to start this tournament at the 147-pound division. Cool, okay. So I want to put this in y'all ear real quick. Murata and Triple G, was scheduled to fight, right? Murata and Triple G come fight. Since y'all, mandating things, Murata and Triple G come fight, right? And Murata is the super 160 champion. This guy named Israelander Lara, y'all might know him. He's the regular champion in that division. I think it's time that we mandate Lara versus Murata. You know what I mean? Since we going about mandating things, you know what I mean? Since it's time, no, by the rules, just by the rules, about what y'all been doing, about what y'all said. Y'all trying to clean up the belts. Y'all trying to clean up. Y'all trying to clean up all the divisions, right? So it's this guy named Lara. It's this guy named Murata. Y'all was about to let Triple G unify his belts, right? So y'all ain't gonna like where I'm going with this. Hold on, let me get my guy Crush the Legs in the wrench. Y'all was about to let Triple G unify his belts, right? But guess what? The good Lord said, nah, we not getting Triple G no more easy fights. So we go shut down wherever Murata from. We go shut down this side of the world. So y'all can't fight. So I think that's more than enough opportunity for y'all to continue this WBA tournament that y'all are doing and mandate Lara versus Murata. Now let me tell y'all how Murata got this belt. And I'm about to go to Murata's box record and all that stuff. We about to go through his record real quick, type deal. But this guy, Murata, was given this belt. He didn't fight for it. You know what I mean? And this is strictly me going by the rules. This is strictly me, going by the rules. It's just time for Israel and Lara, to fight him. Israel and Lara is the current regular title belt holder for the WBA, and Murata's status currently says inactive. I'm going to show y'all this. If y'all can see it, I hope y'all be able to see it. His status says inactive. So he's inactive, right? And this guy is the current champion at the 160-pound division. I'm going to show y'all his face. This is Murata, 16-2. This is the guy that they gave the belt to at 160-pound division. This is the guy that Israel and Lara should be getting mandated to fight pretty soon, by the rules and by everything that's been going on, type deal. So we had like 2 fights mandated at welterweight. We had like 2 fights mandated at heavyweight. They had like 4 or 5 fights mandated in between the smaller weight classes at the WBA. This guy's Murata last fight was 2019 against a guy named Stephen Butler, and this was a guy that Triple G was about, to face. And I'm saying all that really, y'all. I'm saying all that really to say this. Triple G and Murata. Well, I'm gonna say Murata because Murata is the one with the WBA belt. Murata was about to be allowed to unify his belt. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is how do you mandate Murata to fight his unification, but your Danish Ugas got denied to fight his unification, even when as far as to petition it, and he got denied again. Now I'm just trying to figure out what's the gray area and what's the what's the formula that y'all using to pick these divisions and which times y'all are choosing to unify these divisions. That's my only problem. But by y'all rules and what's going on, about what y'all saying, now I understand what y'all doing. Y'all getting rid of the belts, right? Y'all getting rid of the belts, right? Y'all want 1 champion in each division. I understand it. That makes perfect sense. So, I'm not really sure how y'all going about doing this, but this is just me, SouthernTea, bringing to y'all attention that it is a man named Israel Lara who also has a belt. You know what I'm saying? And there's a fighter named Murata who's free. He's chilling. He's been out 2 years now. His last fight was in 2019. It's 2021. He has a belt. Y'all allow him to unify. So I just think it's time y'all do the right thing, like y'all been doing, right? I think y'all should be consistent in what y'all are doing. Now, I already done stated twice, and I'm going to say it again. I don't know the system that y'all using to even pick at which time y'all want to unify these divisions, because it kind of look like y'all just doing, the WBA. It kind of look like I'm going to stop saying y'all. I'm going to say the WBA, because it kind of look like the WBA just doing what they want to do. Now, I could go back a little bit and even talk about how Ugas got the belt in the first place. No shot at Ugas, but I kind of feel like the way that he got the belt, was, somebody answer this question for my guy right here. I kind of feel like the way that Ugas got the belt to begin with was a little fluky, you know what I mean? But it happened. So I kind of feel like the WBA made kind of a shitty move then. And then I also kind of feel like they made another shitty move by not, making Manny Pacquiao versus Jordanis Ugas to begin with. You know what I mean? I kind of think it was a shitty move in them making not making Ugas. When you gave Ugas the belt, COVID was over, Manny Pacquiao came back, and Ugas was cool. You should have made that fight in the beginning. Instead, you made Errol Spence versus Ugas. Now, divine intervention, Ugas and Manny Pacquiao ended up fighting anyway. You know what I mean? Divine intervention, they ended up fighting anyway. But that's the fight that should have been made first thing when it was a dispute about who belt it was anyway. Y'all remember when Jordanis Ugas had his dispute about who's the super champion, me or Manny Pacquiao? You get what I'm saying? So y'all kind of been moving funny since the beginning of this year. Actually, this year it's been a lot of bad moves made by the WBA. And since this is a WBA video, why not go ahead and talk about it? The WBA sanctioned this regular belt fight, you know what I mean? And I think this is why they sanctioned this regular belt fight. And I think this is why Michael Fox wasn't allowed to win a fight that he actually won on his own. You know what I mean? Now I'm finna really get to cooking with y'all. I believe, do y'all remember this fight? Michael Fox versus Masquerade? Gabriel Masquerade. Michael Fox versus Gabriel Masquerade. The guy, Gabriel Masquerade, came in with skin gloves. They made him fix his gloves in the ring. The fight went on. Michael Fox knocked Gabriel Masquerade down. Michael Fox, what looked like ended up boxing him to an easy decision, but the judges ended up robbing Michael Fox in the end. You know what I mean? And something really went wrong because one of the judges got suspended. So that they did rob Michael Fox in the end. The WBA, sent it to the Minnesota Boxing Commission, and the Minnesota Boxing Commission turned it down. You know what I mean? But I feel like the WBA could have made their move themselves. They didn't have to go. They didn't have to go to the Minnesota Boxing Commission. They could have put their foot forward, and they could have made something happen. You know what I mean? But I said all that to say this. I think that the reason Michael Fox didn't win their fight last night is because the WBA already knew that they were going to be starting tournaments in each and every division. And because they're going to be starting tournaments in each and every division, they couldn't let Michael Fox get in on the tournament because he beat Masquerade. Masquerade is their fighter. Masquerade is the famed Olympian fighter that was about to go back and fight in the Olympics. But when the COVID broke out, he said they told him that we could promise you a title fight if you come fight over here in America. And he came over here in America to fight in a title fight versus a guy that wasn't even supposed to be Michael Fox. Michael Fox was a late replacement, and Michael Fox beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't let Michael Fox win because that was going to make Michael Fox a player in the 147-pound division. Because you better believe eventually they're going to give Masquerade a shot at their WBA belt because Masquerade is the champion in the WBA, and they running these motherfucking tournaments to shorten up the divisions, to shorten up the titles in each division. Y'all got it. And I said that because nobody else has said that. Nobody else has pieced those two pieces of information together right there. The reason Michael Fox got robbed is because so they could put guys, their own fighters like Masquerade, in position to fight in these WBA tournaments that they're running out of nowhere, at the time that they want to. That's what's going on. So WBA, by y'all rule, and I said all that. And I say all that to say this. And I said all that to say this. By y'all rule, it's time for Israel Lara versus motherfucking Murata. What's Murata's first name? Shout out Mike Fox. Michael Fox is a part of the SouthernTea family. Shout out Michael Fox and Alontaez Fox. Both of them part of the SouthernTea family. I got to chop up Alontaez Fox interview, but I'm waiting till he get close to his fight week. Y'all know Alontaez Fox got a fight coming up with David Morrell. So I'm gonna wait till next week. I'm gonna chop up Alontaez Fox interview. But y'all check out Michael Fox interview on SouthernTea. Shout out Michael Fox. But yeah, so WBA, by your rule, WBA, yeah, it's time for Israel and Lara. And the people, we calling for it. Because this ain't gonna be the last time you hear about it. In Minnesota Boxing Commission, we still on y'all ass for denying, Michael Fox. But we still on the WBA ass anyway for even letting it get that far. Because y'all could have did it there right there. Y'all could have fixed that problem right there by taking that motherfucking belt away. And y'all said y'all gonna give Michael Fox a rematch. I remember y'all said that. Where is Michael Fox rematch versus Masquerade? Y'all can't be saying shit and then not standing on it. Because niggas like me go remember this. Y'all robbed that man that was rightfully his. Y'all didn't want that man in y'all WBA tournament. And since y'all sparking off all these WBA tournaments at welterweight, at motherfucking heavyweight, and at flyweight, 112 and 116 and shit like that, at heavyweight. Since y'all sparking off all these tournaments and stuff, it's time for y'all to make Lara versus Murata. By the rules, WBA. By the rules, it's time for y'all to make Murata. Yeah, Macadon. Macadon, think with me. Come on, Macadon. Yeah. Think with me, Macadon. Ain't no rematch. Come on, WBA. Y'all got to get with it. Y'all got to be consistent in what y'all doing. And this is SouthernTea is as good as I can, as best as I can, as far as my reach could go, putting pressure on the motherfucking WBA. You know what I mean? Putting pressure on the WBA because we need y'all to be consistent. If y'all go do this right, y'all can't be just picking and choosing when to do this when it's a black guy involved in all that shit. If y'all go do this by the rules and shit, y'all got to be consistent in what's going on, WBA. So the first thing y'all could do, the first thing y'all can start with is making Lara versus Murata mandated for the WBA tournament. Because I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get y'all fighters in position to get these belts. Y'all see what? Just pay attention, y'all. Just really pay attention. And y'all gonna call me the conspiracy guy and everything, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Just pay attention. Why? Most of the divisions got black champions. Just most of them. Mexican champions in divisions, black champions in divisions, European, white champions, all mixed. Ain't nothing 100%. But most of the champions most of the divisions got black champions. Why is it that the WBA seems to be trying to set up Mexican or, fighters of non-colors under these black guys, And I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with good competition, but what I'm saying is it's letting you know they don't want black champions. They not letting black champions unify, but they let Triple G unify with Murata. They let Murata unify with Triple G, but they can't let Earl Spence unify. You know what I mean? They can't let Daniel Ugas unify. They don't want these black champions. They don't want undisputed black champions. They don't want unified black champions. And I know I lost people. I lost a lot of people just right now. I know I did. But this is how I feel about it. But I'm talking, this video is strictly about consistency. This video is strictly about consistency. And consistently, I see how Ugas got to fight somebody. You know what I mean? Ugas had to fight two people, actually. Ugas got to fight two people. He had to fight Manny Pacquiao for his belt. And then now he got to fight. Now he got to fight three people. He had to fight Pacquiao for the belt. Technically, he got to fight Stanonis, and he got to fight the winner of Batiste and whoever else. He got to fight Batiste, the guy that beat Jamal James. You know what I mean? So Ugas got plenty of fights to fight. You know what I mean? And now, yes, we got a better chance of getting Earl Spence versus Ugas. But guess what that is too? That's another black. That's them setting us up for another black fighter versus black fighter before these guys got to do it for undisputed. You know what I mean? I don't feel like not even just the WBA, but they're involved too. I don't feel like a lot of these, and maybe I can take out the IBF because IBF don't really give a damn. They go by the rules for the most part. They don't care. They had that one thing with the gambling no fights or something like that. But for the most part, outside of their little scandal, their little one scandal all them years ago, them, they go by the rules pretty much. So, they cool. But most of these belts, they don't even want black champions to hold their belts. The IBF don't care who hold that belt. If you're the best fighter, you can hold the IBF belt. But if you it just, and this is just me looking, this is not me saying, this is not me saying what's definite or what is. But from my observation, from me watching boxing and coaches as I watch it, this WBA tournament just seeming funny. The timing of when they calling these fights for these WBAs and these divisions, the timing of it just seeming funny to me. I don't like how Murata was about to get his unification. I don't like how Lara. I said Lara. I don't like how Murata was about to get his unification with Triple G, but Ugas can't get his unification, and they have yet to call Lara unification. You know what I mean? So WBA, if we being consistent, if we going by the rules, the rules that y'all made. You know what I'm saying? So Lara versus Murata type deal, you know what I mean? And I'm finna holler at my people in the chat. Shout out my guy Terry Connor. He said, get him T. Shout out my guy Pop a lot of shit. He said, time for some tea. Make sure you stop through for that good Southern tea. Appreciate you folks. Shout out my guy MP What the Fuck. He said, salute T and chat family. Shout out my guy Crush the Legend. He said, what's up? Shout out my guy Macadocious Mac of the South. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, Brody. Shout out my guy Macadon One. Appreciate you sliding through this jump. To answer your question, good brother, yes, I do get paid to do these lives. I appreciate you sliding through. Did you get some ass when you came in? Appreciate you sliding through this jump, good brother. I don't know if it's your first time, but don't make it your last time. If you could, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate that. Ahayi Blasha. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Shout out my guy Demetrius Bright. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Shout out my guy Wendell Jackson. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Bud Crawford fan club in the building. My guy Wendell Jackson. Shout out my guy AB. AB the IT. Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Skinny too litty. My boy. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Skinny. Glad y'all folks came through though. But yeah, this just me, trying to put the little pressure that I can on the WBA ass. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to put some pressure on their ass. We still need y'all to fix that Michael Fox shit. They ain't got no rematch. Michael Fox still ain't got his rematch. He told us that right here on TV. I said TV. He told us that right here on YouTube on this live stream. I need to chop that up and let the people hear it by itself so maybe it can really hit through y'all instead of hearing on the interview. Everybody need to chop Michael Fox interview up and take his parts out. At the same time, I'm chopping Alontae Fox interview up type shit too. So we really can hear what the fuck he was saying. But he said some highly interesting things in his interview too about, the sanctioning bodies and all that good shit about his situation in itself also type shit. Shout out my guy Des Me sliding through this junk. Glad you can make it. We doing good, Skinny too, lead. I hate y'all. Y'all missed the information. I just had to cook the WBA real quick. I can get y'all a rundown real quick though. The WBA running out these tournaments and stuff. The base of this video is the WBA just running out these tournaments and shit, right? I'm confused on the timing of what they pick in each division to run out these WBA tournaments. You know what I mean? But they didn't did it at flyweight. They didn't did it at 112, 116. They doing it at welterweight now. They just mandated Shaw versus Trevor Bryant at heavyweight. You know what I mean? So what's the hold up at 160? You know what I mean? Earl Spence and Ugas wanted to unify. Y'all was about to let Murata and Triple G unify. Murata is a WBA champion. Y'all was about to let him unify. So why Ugas had to fight, but Murata didn't. But now since the world COVID stopped Triple G from fighting another, tomato can and Murata that got a belt. Now we got time and Triple G got to find him something else to do. I think it's time you mandate Murata versus Lara. Because that's by your rules, that will be the next fight. You know what I mean? By your rules, that will be the next play in line. You know what I mean? Type deal. And I also hit on how I feel like the WBA, the reason that we saw Michael Fox get robbed that night, and we were so confused by how could you even rob a guy that blatantly? How could we all watch that fight? Let me get Macadon one wrench too. How could you watch that fight, see that fight, and not score that fight for Michael Fox? And everybody was confused, like, damn, they really just did that in front of us, like we weren't gonna notice. I feel like they did that because they knew that they was going to be starting these tournaments pretty soon. And Masquerade is one of their fighters. Masquerade, the dude that Michael Fox beat up, he's a storied Olympian champion. They told him when the COVID broke out, not gonna be no Olympics. Come on to America, we're gonna give you a couple fights, then give you a title fight. He wasn't even supposed to fight Michael Fox in that title fight. Michael Fox was a late replacement, came in, fucked up the whole game plan. They couldn't give Michael Fox that title because he would have a WBA regular title, and that will put him into play when that tournament break out. That's why he not gonna get a rematch, because Masquerade has that title, and that title puts Masquerade into play when they start going down the welterweight division, sparking out tournaments. Masquerade go get him one of them fights because he has a regular belt. They couldn't give it to Masquerade. They couldn't give it to Fox because that was gonna make him a player in the welterweight division. But that's pretty much the rundown. He said that's pretty much the rundown, of the base of this video. Y'all do your boy a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm about to come back with another video and give y'all this this Adrian Broner news. Adrian Broner hinted, Adrian Broner basically saying that he a free agent. He could be. He hinted at an HBO reboot type deal. So I think I'm about to come on here, talk about that AB shit, because AB back, man. I think AB good for boxing type deal. So make sure y'all slide through that junk, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate everybody that came through the junk though. But we on the WBA ass, y'all. We gotta make these boys be consistent in what they doing. Make that motherfucking Lara Murata fight, because those are the rules. Those are the rules. Make sure you make that Lara Murata fight. Those are your rules. But that's all I got. Skin the heart away, SouthernTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.